Welcome to file handling using the C programming language video tutorials. In this video, we will talk about the fscanf function, which is used for getting the formatted input in C language. Now, this fscanf function is very much similar to the scanf function. The scanf function takes the input from the keyboard, but this fscanf function takes the input from the file. If we have to talk about the syntax of this function, the name is fscanf. And first here we have to provide the file stream or the file pointer, and then similar to the scanf function, we will have the format specifiers, and then we will specify the variables where we want to store the values. And the return value of this fscanf function is the number of values this function has successfully read and assigned to the variables. If there is no match while scanning from the file, then it will return 0. If any error occurs, it will return EOF, which is equivalent to -1. So let us see how we can use this function in our program. Now, in order to explain this, what I have done is in this folder where I have saved this project, I have a file called as input.txt, and here I will save some information. For example, first I will save my age and then a space, and then I will save my weight. Now here from this C program, we will use the fscanf function and we will read these values as the input. Now the first thing that we do is we will declare the variables that we need. So it will be int age, and for the weight, I'm going to use the float data type. So it will be float weight. And after that, what we're doing is we are opening the input.txt in reading mode. And then we are checking whether the file has been successfully opened or not. If there is any issue while opening the file, then we are terminating this program. So here now we can use the fscanf function. So it will be fscanf. And here first we have to provide the file pointer or the file stream. So that is available from this file pointer fp. Now, if you guys don't understand this particular code where we have opened the file, then I have the tutorials available in this playlist. You guys can check them out. So here, after this file pointer, just like the scanf function, we have to provide the format specifiers, the format in which data is present in this file. So here, the first value is of type integer, then we have a space, and then a value of type float. So here, in order to read a value of type integer, in scanf function, we use the %d format specifier. Similar to that, we will use %d and then a space %f for reading the float value. And after that, just like the scanf function, we have to provide the address of the variables. So here it will be &age and &weight. Now after that, what we do is we will use the printf function and we will display the values that we have read from this fscanf. So I will use the printf function in here, and I will say age colon %d, and then I will say weight colon %f, and here we have to access the age variable and the weight variable. A simple program that we have written here. Let us run this. So here we can see age is 35 and weight is 60.9, which is the value that we have stored in here. If you want, you can only display, let us say, 2 decimal places. So it will be %.2f. So if I run this now, it will display the float value with the 2 decimal place. Now the next thing that we're going to talk here is about the return value of this fscanf. As I said before, it will return the number of items it has successfully read and assigned. So in this case, we are expecting the return value from this fscanf function to be equal to 2 because we are reading 2 values. So here we can check for that value. So I will use the if conditional statement and then the fscanf statement, and then we will check the return value whether the value is equal to 2 in this case. If it is so, then we will display the values that we have read for these variables. And then we will have the else part. And in this else part, we will say unable to read 2 values. Okay. Now, if I save this and run this, then nothing special happens. We're gonna get the same values as we have seen before. Now what I want to do is I want to remove this one value from this file. So we will have only age. Now if I run this program, then it will display unable to read two values, because while reading the value for this weight, value is not there. So this scanf function will return a value less than 2, and that's why this if conditional statement fails, the else block will be executed and we get this particular message. Now here till now we have read the values of type integer and float. Similar to this, you can read character, double and other types of values. Now here for the demonstration purpose, I will show you guys how you can read the string value. So I will store my name here. So it will be Anil Shetty, and I will come back to the fscanf function. So we need to declare a variable for storing my name. So I will make it a character array and I will call it as name, and then I will specify the size as 25. And here now we can specify the name while reading from this scanf function. So you guys can see now, first we have age, then weight, and then my name. So add a space here after the %f, and then I will specify the format specifier for reading the string value. So here I will say %24s. So here with this %24s, I'm asking this fscanf function to read a maximum of 24 characters from this file for this name attribute, for this name variable, and then return that. So we will store that value in this name array. Now why I have specified 24 here is the array size is 25. So if you guys are aware, then in C programming language, strings are nothing but the character arrays and they will be terminated by a null character. So for storing the null character, we need one extra byte. So it will be 24 characters for the name and then the string termination or the null character in the end. The fscanf function will automatically add the string termination character. So here it will read a maximum of 24 characters or less, and then it will insert the string termination character. If there are more than 24 characters in my name, then it will skip the remaining part. If there is less, then it will successfully read all those values. So now here we have to check whether the return value from this fscanf function is equal to 3, because now we are reading 3 value. Now here we will display the name. So I will say name colon %s, and then I will refer the name variable in this printf. And here if you guys are confused why I'm not providing the ampersand symbol for this name in this fscanf, this name is an array. So for the arrays, we don't have to provide the ampersand symbol while taking the input from the scanf or fscanf. So now if I run this program, so it will display age, weight and name equal to Anil. Now if you look at this file, then it is not displaying my full name. So it is stopping when there is this space. So in order to solve for that, what I will do is I will change this format specifier. So I will specify the character sequence to consider. So I will use a square bracket and then this symbol, and then I will specify /n. So what I'm saying here is you can read a maximum of 24 characters for this name variable. And as long as you don't encounter a new line character, continue reading. So it will read these spaces also. So now I'm going to save the program and I will run this. Now you guys can see we get my full name. Now finally, what happens if we have more than 24 characters? So what I will do is I will change this array size. I'm going to make it, let us say 6, and then I will come back in here and I will specify 5, and then I will save the program and I will run this. So now it will display only Anil. Actually it has read Anil and space. That space is not visible in here. So just to show you guys that, I'm gonna add a underscore here instead of the space in my name, and then I will run this program again. So now you guys can see it has read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters. So since the array size is 6, we are reading only 5 characters, and this will read if there is a space also. Now there are better alternatives for taking the input from the file. For example, we can use the fgetS and fscanf. That is much more secure than using the fscanf function, but I just want you to know that how you can use this function. Now here, the one last thing that we're gonna see is I will change my name. I will make it proper, and then I will change the array size to 25, and here also I will change it to 24. Now what if I have to read multiple lines? So I will add another entry in here. So I will enter 08 for the age, 25 for the weight, and the name is Jojamma. That is my cousin, by the way. And then I will come back in here. I will copy this and then I will paste it in here. And before these two operations, I will insert a new line just to make it look better. So it will be printf and a new line. What we are doing is we are reading the first line here, and then we are displaying that, and then we are inserting a new line, and then we are reading the second line and we are displaying that. So now if I save this program and if I run this, you guys can see both of these values are displayed. Now here you can use a loop and you can read from the file, but here I'm not using the loop. Now if you're reading multiple lines of data here, then you have to make sure that everything is correct. For example, here what I will do is I will add more characters to my name. So here what I have done is I have added the alphabetical characters just to make my name longer than the 24 characters that we are reading from this scanf function. And what I will do is if there is any error occurs, then also we will display the values that we have in these variables. So I will just copy and paste this printf even when the error is occurring, and then I will run this program. So now you guys can see it has read my name up to L, and then it says unable to read 3 values, and then it will display the same value it has read for the first line. The reason for that is here after reading up to L, it will stop reading for the value name, because we asked it to read only 24 characters for the name, so it will stop here. Then this scanf function tries to read the first value it is expecting is of type integer, but it will continue reading from this point only. So this is not an integer value. The format the fscanf function is not expecting, and that's why it fails here. So we get this else part. So it will display unable to read 3 values, and this printf function actually displays the values which are present in these variables, which are nothing but the values that we have read in this previous fscanf function. Now if it is confusing, don't worry, just wanted to show you guys this. If you don't understand this, then it's okay right now. Now again, as I said before, if you are reading the input from the file, then there is this secure approach available by using the fgetS and fscanf. So we will talk about that later in some other video. So this is it guys for this particular video. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button. If you have anything to say, write that in the comment box. For more tutorials, subscribe to the channel.